Welcome to The Explainer. So, have you ever really stopped to think about how great companies figure out what to do next? I mean, it's not just luck, right? Well, today, we're going to break down the art and science of corporate strategy. It's the roadmap that, honestly, separates just wishing for success from actually winning.
So how exactly do they do it? It's definitely not magic, and it's not just guesswork. You see, it's a really rigorous journey. It's a process, a strategic formulation that takes a hard, honest look at where you are today and turns that into a crystal clear destination for tomorrow.
All right, so here's how we're going to walk through this. First, we'll talk about charting the corporate future. Then we'll find our unchanging North Star. After that, we'll create a vision for tomorrow, build the strategic bridge to get there, and finally, we'll do the financial reality check. Make sure the whole plan is built on solid ground.
So let's start with charting that future. At the end of the day, strategy is really the art of choosing. It's all about using some serious analysis, not just to pick a direction, but to get the entire team to truly believe, to have this shared conviction about where the company absolutely has to go to win.
Yeah, it really is all about creating a roadmap. I mean, think about it. You can't plug a destination into your GPS without knowing your starting point, right? It's the same thing here. This whole process is designed to move a company from, okay, this is where we are right now, to this is the future we're going to build, starting today.
Okay, so for any journey, you need a fixed point, right? A North Star that you can always look to. Well, for a company, that unwavering guiding light, that's its mission.
And the mission statement, that's just putting that core purpose into words. It's basically the company's soul. It often comes right from the founder's original passion, and it answers that huge, fundamental question. Why are we even here? Why do we exist?
Google's mission is like the perfect example of this, to organize the world's information. I mean, think about that. It's a permanent quest. There's no finish line. You can't ever say, okay, we're done organizing the world's information. It's something they work on literally every single day, and that purpose never gets old.
And this is so important. This is why the mission is the foundation. In a strategy meeting, you don't debate the mission. It's the anchor. It's a given. Any strategy you come up with has to serve this purpose. If it doesn't, well, you're already off course before you've even started.
Okay, so if the mission is that permanent North Star, what's the vision? Well, the vision is the actual destination you're aiming for on the horizon. It's where you're trying to get to right now.
And here is the absolute key difference. Unlike that permanent, unchanging mission, a vision is temporary. It's a target. It has an expiration date. And once you hit it, boom, it's time to set a new one.
I love this slide because it just lays it all out so clearly. The mission is your why. It's about being, it's your core identity. But the vision is your where. It's about becoming, it's your ambition for the next few years. To put it simply, one is your soul, the other is your goal.
Now, for a vision to actually work, to be effective, it's got to check these 5 boxes. It needs to be brief. It has to be true to who you are as an organization. Everyone has to understand it. It should be inspiring. And this last one is absolutely critical. It has to be verifiable. You have to know, without a doubt, when you've gotten there.
Walmart's vision from back in the 90s is a brilliant example of this. To become a $125 billion company by the year 2000. It's so clear, it's time-bound, it's measurable. There was absolutely zero confusion about what success looked like or whether they actually hit their target.
Okay, so we've got our North Star, the mission, we've got our destination, the vision. So what's next? Well, the obvious question is, how do we actually build the bridge that gets us from today to that future vision?
That's where strategic initiatives come in. Think of these as the huge, massive pillars that are going to hold that bridge up. We're not talking about small, everyday tasks here. These are the big-ticket items, the organization-wide priorities. Like when Disney decided to accelerate the group's international growth. That's a massive, high-level move that points the entire company in one direction.
And you'll notice a common theme here. It's all about coordination. Great strategic initiatives tackle the weaknesses you found way back in your diagnosis. They get every single department aligned, making sure the entire organization is rowing in the same direction, instead of working against each other.
All right, a beautiful plan with inspiring words is great, but a plan without numbers? That's just a wish. This brings us to the final, and maybe most critical step, the financial reality check. You have to ground this whole thing in hard, economic reality.
This is really where the rubber meets the road.
You take all those big ideas and those strategic initiatives and you translate them into numbers. Projected income statements, balance sheets, the whole deal. You have to ask the tough questions. Does the math actually add up? Is this plan going to create a healthy, sustainable company?
And a tool like this waterfall chart is just incredibly powerful for that. It forces you to be specific. See, you can't just say, we're going to grow. You have to break it down. You have to quantify how. How much of that growth is just from market momentum? How much will we have to fight for by taking market share? How much will come from new innovations, or maybe from acquisitions? It turns these vague hopes into real testable assumptions.
And that's exactly why this financial step is so crucial. It's a check against our own biases. Let's be honest, it's just human nature to be a little too optimistic, right? To think competitors won't fight back, or to get the timing wrong on a big innovation. This whole quantification process helps you catch those dangerous assumptions before they can, sink the ship.
So, at the end of the day, that's the question this whole process is built to answer. A really well-formulated strategy, it isn't some vague dream. It's a clear, quantified, and actionable journey. It's what transforms a company's timeless purpose, its mission, into its actual, tangible future.